Hey everybody, welcome back to Kubar's Adventures in Dark Souls. Now, last time we were here, I got the Rusted Iron Ring. I'm pretty sure I got the Rusted Iron Ring. Let's just be completely positive about that. Yes, good. And I've been doing a little when I say finagling, just looking around at stuff. And I realize I've been going about this all wrong. Now, for just real quick gameplay videos, it makes perfect sense to just upload and you're done. But I guess that works better if you're properly established, or you just don't have time. For me, this is my new setup. Since I have two YouTube accounts, one account from a long time ago when I didn't record anything, and the other account is the one you've been seeing this on. So my new process that I've been thinking about is just, alright, get this, upload it to my one account that like no one watches, or doesn't have anything on it. Download it via YouTube Creator, or I forget what the thing is called, so I can make my little edits, because it's actually going to save a lot of recording time. Because I don't know about any of you, but if you've ever stopped and tried to just, type in on using the PlayStation, then it's not a fun time. Well, I don't find it fun anyway. That's just me. Some people might enjoy it. It's just gonna make it faster, so I won't have to put titles or anything else. Just upload it. And then, after I'm done with my recordings, go ahead, edit it, be able to trim it down that way. Makes sense to me, at least. Because I can trim down, after it's trimmed down, download it. You get the idea. I'm not going to bore you with talking about my things. Alright, let's see, we got the Rusted Iron Ring. And you know what that means? Well, I hope you know what that means. Even if you don't know what that means. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to go take care of the Hydra. Yeah. Alright, that's the next step. I try and get, all the big areas out of the way and go to the optional ones. Of course, since this is the remastered and it comes with all the DLC, I wouldn't exactly call getting rid of the Hydra optional anymore. Yeah, I just like to look at this. This is like the way I see this character here, right? And this works perfect with it. What knight, if you can really think about it, would use a club? They'd be using a sword, a spear, something in that vein. Nothing wrong with it, just something in that vein. This is a knight who said screw it, picked up a piece of wood and said let's go to town. Now, short of a very desperate knight, I don't see that happening. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to organize my thoughts here. I think I actually have enough to level up now, actually. Wrong button. Level up. Strength. There we go. Good, now I don't really have to worry if I die. The thing about Souls is, obviously it doesn't matter what class you pick first, because you're an undead who's losing your memory anyway. When you come here, you're just kind of running around doing whatever you're told. More or less. And then you make decisions here and there, and as you get different armor sets that suit your play style. And I think that's why Deprived is a common choice, or at least by some a preferred choice. Because at the end of the day, if you start with nothing, you can just build in any way you want. You don't have to technically be, you know, pushed to any specific route. I think that's like the general idea. But I think this fits, like, better. At least from a storyline perspective. Because my storyline in any other game is, I like to be the knight or the warrior or whatever. Got myself my hands on some heavy armor. It's all good. My general story here is, alright, I was a thief. I went hollow, got locked up. And as I'm scrounging around, I'm getting some good armor, because why would a thief not get the good armor if he can find it? Dang it. Next time. And that's why I use a club, because a thief is going to use what's useful. Or at least that's the mentality I put into it. There should be a Dark Knight. Get that first, then go down and find the Dark Knight. That's just my mentality with it. Now, I didn't talk about this area before, right? Like Darkroot Garden. I don't know why it's considered a forbidden place. It's not exactly all that bad, but if you actually stop and look at it, it's not exactly all that impressive. I mean, the butterfly is a great boss in terms of, like, aesthetics. Thank God this was here. I thought I was dead for sure. Alright. That was pointless. Alright, we're gonna try it this way then. Not gonna work out well. Okay. I gotta... Boom! Alright, we can do this. I love the best way to deal with these knights. Just backstab them. So, again, sorry everyone. Deep on the focus here. But I mean, it's kind of really just bog standard. Back up, back up, back up. I remember the first time when I played Dark Souls and I fought these guys, and they was always like, ah! Oh, got his weapon. Awesome. Grass shit. Wait, doesn't that do something good? I forget. I think that is your stamina. Greatly reduces magic damage. No, it's a ring that does that. Sorry. Now there's a bonfire right here. All these little shortcuts. I love that about these games. The shortcuts. Because other games just go where you fast travel. Dark Souls is not. Well, in the second one, obviously. It's going to bring me up. Let's see if I can... Wait, do I have you... Can I kindle? Let me check. Can I kindle hollow? Alright. Like I said, this is where I start busting out the twin humanities, because it just... I don't know, it just makes more sense. But yeah, Darkroot Garden, it's pretty bog standard. I mean, as far as fantasy goes, I mean, it's just a forest. I mean, I like the trees, pretty normal. Obviously, deal with some hollows here and there, but the Dark Knight being here, I like how the Black Knights are just, you know, wandering around. That's why you find them in certain places. So like, for me, my interpretation is they pretty much, after Gwyn lit himself up, they lost their purpose in life and decided, alright, this is what we're gonna do now. Just wander around, and attack pretty much whatever they find, more or less. That's why you see them all over the place. Still not sure about Havel, why he's locked in that up there, but and here we go. Let's see how let's see how this all goes. Soldier and the crystal golems. See, when I saw these ones, this is where Darkroot got a little different for me. Because I'm thinking, why are they here? When you see crystal golems later, it makes perfect sense why they are where they are. But why are they here? There's no connection to anything to do with Sieve in the garden, as far as I can tell. Oh, go behind this rock. If you didn't know, or I'm supposed to figure it out right now. Let's see, can I use you just fine? Yeah, awesome. I can use this. All right, we're good. The stone sentinels, because clearly it looks at least partially like there's a civilization here, and they're what's left. All right, back away, run. Get one more hit on him, and I think we're good. Wait for it, wait for it. Aww, missed. Thought I timed that well. Alright. Like I told you, I'm just gonna give my general thoughts, and like, it's a forest. I mean, at some points those little flowers are pretty. And the Moonlight Butterfly was that's a nice design boss, like the prettiness of it. It's just the only thing that stood out to me really was the crystal golems, which were here for no reason. And I just want to know why. And the Hydra. We'll talk about the Hydra in one oh dang, two come on. Alright, wrong button. This is all going bad right now. There we go. And just do it bit by bit. Dang it. This is going to be a little bit of a battle of attrition. You just gotta find it generally a safe spot. Here should do. And just keep shooting them. Dang it. How did that hit me? This is not gonna end well. You're probably gonna see me die here a few times. Alright, careful, stay close. Do this bit by bit. Now, if you look, I'm trying to figure out how this Hydra got here, right? Now, as far as I can see, the Hydras don't have legs. that makes sense. Like a club cut its head off. How? And once you do enough damage to it, you can just kind of like stand in the middle. That's 2. Alright. And now we just take it at our own pace. Take some time. Once you get rid of a couple of the heads, it becomes very easy. Because then there's just opens up weak spots. It gets a little tedious, I ain't gonna lie. But it's that or just keep running around. There we go. Now that I can do this at leisure, I can actually think about what I'm going to say. Good. This Hydra, the only thing I can think of is that this was just like a normal creature that got here and fed on whatever came in. And I am a terrible shot. I'm just realizing how bad I actually am here. Wait for him to go, and then... How? Alright, hold on. There we go. Yeah, its original opening ideas to me for the garden are, it's very standard. This Hydra is not a fun boss fight for me. I'm actually getting frustrated right now trying to do this. How can you miss something so... Okay, that was definitely hitting him. That went through him. You see what I mean? This fight is not fun. For me, it's just... It's boring. It takes too much time. Alright, should only take it... I wonder, like... I don't know if... Alright, it's dead. Oh no, it's not. One more hit. Because... I don't know, because every time I've beaten it, I've beaten it without getting rid of all the heads. And I know if you just keep shooting the body, it'll eventually die. But I do have like the question is... If you cut off all the heads, does that automatically get rid of its health? Or is there going to be some health afterward? I mean, I'm happy that's not considered a boss fight, because it's not fun. I forgot I was by the edge there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know this one isn't fun. I'm gonna actually work a little to reduce that time down. So there will be probably a point when I cut out, when I actually get to recording the video properly. So this video might actually be a lot shorter, because that fight is just boring and a lot of it I'm quiet through. Oh, excuse me, sorry. But like, I know this is supposed to be a secret area, and I don't know if they planned DLC in the first place. But, Actually, no, now I sort of remember the connection to Seethe, and if it's still going to be there, I'm not sure. If it's going to be there now, I'm not positive. We're going to find out. I do like how these guys are pretty slow, so you can just run past them. Yeah, that is one thing, another thing I like about Dark Souls. You can just run the hell past. What the hell? It's at the very, very edge? I thought it went deeper. It was deeper in than that. I don't spend a lot of time in Darkroot Garden. If you couldn't tell by the fact that I just died twice to the same fall, I don't. I try to just get in here, do my stuff, and get out. So, yeah, I need to get some proper editing software. I used to have fraps for recording, but my PC is old now, so it can't get the good stuff anymore. That's why I'm doing this on PS4. I think I mentioned that. Alright, sorry, enough rambling. It's just not much to say, you know? Stay close here. About the Darkroot Garden. I know you go down here to go up that way. And that's how you get the Sif. Now, the Sif part is interesting. I'd say the only good things about the Darkroot Garden, really, are the bosses. The areas, for me at least, very bog standard. How did I miss? Okay, what is the hitbox? Or is it just jumping away fast? 2. I like how it's a golden golem. That is, I don't know, I guess if there was a different sort of connection to this area, it would make better sense. Oh, I didn't notice that she actually fell out. Hello.
So, does thou who rescued me?
Well, yeah, I kind of am the only one here.
I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulusil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulusil, is the home.
Okay, so wait a second. You can't stay here for long. Then why didn't you just do the golem? Is there some mystical thing where the golem being inside it kept you around? Are you like a ghost? And the golem acts like some sort of like a ghost receptacle? And now it's outside, you can only stay here for brief periods?
May the great flames guide thee.
Like, that is a question I do have regarding that. Flow time convoluted all you want. At the end of the day, why? And I guess, you know, because magic is a thing. It makes enough sense that she can only stay here for a certain period of time. But that's connection. Clearly, Ulusil, the Darkroot Garden was Ulusil. We know that. Everybody knows it. I'm not going up there. I prefer to take the shortcut, such as it is. And so, but why would Seethe leave her here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't see the purpose of sending his crystal golems out here. I'm pretty sure I would like to have seen that, because the Stone Guardians, we know, were Ulusil's warriors, stone brought to life by magic, probably. I mean, they're sorcerers, so it makes perfect sense. Actually, no. Now I'm the theory crafting here. So Seethe clearly attacked, and Gwyn clearly didn't have a problem with that at the time. Or maybe he attacked after Gwyn was immolated. Because, I mean, if you look at it, I think Seethe would have gone up to a lot of weird stuff, of course. But I don't think he would have just did whatever with Gwyn around. I do think a lot of things he did happen after Gwyn, you know, died. Or whatever the hell you call it. After Gwyn was consumed by the fires. Because we know that Seethe went to do his sorceries and whatever. Yeah, I'm going to cut a bit of this video down, so I'm going to record a bit longer on this one. Seethe went to do his research into sorcery, so I think that obviously he attacked Ulasil. That's why the Dusk is in the golem. What I think happened is when the fire started dying and everything was going Pete Tom. I believe that's the expression. If it's wrong, do forgive me. That he launched his attack on Ulasil for the sorceries, because Gwyn, whatever else he might kidnap a few maidens here and there for experiments, Gwyn would like, yeah, it's alright. Don't worry about it. I have enough? Yes, I do. Alright, we're gonna... And then... I think it would have been like a war between his crystal golems and the stone guardians. Because when we go back to Ulasil, it is falling. Right? We know that it's falling to the dark. So I would say that after you defeat Manus, they pick themselves up a bit. That's when, instead of the gardeners, they convert the gardeners, or whatever they're called in the DLC, into the stone guardians, just in case something like this happens again. We're going to start Sin's Fortress here. Actually, you know what? We're going to start Sin's Fortress next episode. Just a little bit of theory crafting right now. Because if you actually look at the Guardians, they just look like very old, right? And decrepit, because Ulasil fell. And there's only a few of them. So I postulate, these are big words, that after Gwyn died, that is when the fires started. After Gwyn was immolated in the first flame, Seethe launched his attack on Ulasil. This is likely because Artorias was still around, so that means Gwyn was still around, and so were the dragons. So what happened is Manus started, and that's like, alright, Gwyn knew something was wrong there when Manus came back. Since Manus came back, Gwyn sorted out the flame, he immolated himself, the knights and afterwards, when Ulasil was saved, they converted their gardeners into guardians. Seethe attacked, and I would love to see that. Think about that. Wouldn't that be awesome? A war between the crystal golems and the stone guardians. And that's why Ulasil's a ruin as we speak, because the attack, Seethe won. They didn't fully recover. Sure, they had their guardians, but they didn't have the immense power behind them that Seethe carried. And he stole all their sorceries and locked Dusk in there. And he left her there probably because, like, maybe he couldn't use her in his test subjects. Maybe she had something with the sorcerers in her that he's like, you know what? Nah, I can't. Maybe it was something to do with, at the time, his dukedom was like, I have some shred of honor about me. Maybe she had some sort of protective sorcery and she was just going to vanish, and so he locked her inside his golem and so she could never escape after the ages passed. Maybe. I don't know. Just an idea. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video there. I'm going to turn this down. This video might only end up being like, 10 minutes for you guys. If so, it can't exactly be that bad. But, you know, I just want this get some busy work out of the way. Give a little theory crafting. Then we're going to Sen's Fortress. So, till next time, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you then.